This is how I gained 10 pounds in 10 weeks and how you can do it too. So a couple months ago, I kicked off a 10 pounds in 10 week challenge where I challenged myself to gain 10 pounds in 10 weeks as a hybrid athlete. Now, my goal was to start at 170 pounds and work up to 180 pounds. Now, I wanted to do this by not only just lifting, but also lifting and running simultaneously, which is what the people are calling hybrid athlete these days. So gaining 10 pounds in 10 weeks as a hybrid athlete. Now, my strategy was pretty clear. I was gonna be lifting 5 times a week and I was gonna be running 3 times a week. 2 days a week were gonna be 2-a-days, so lifting and running in the same day. My energy was really high going into this challenge. I was ready to confront it head on, tackle it head on. I knew it was gonna be extremely challenging. I was honestly in some of the best shape of my life going into this challenge, like already at 170 pounds, very lean, very cut. Any type of drastic change in such a short amount of time, I knew was gonna take a lot of work and a really good strategy. I had to make sure my workout plan was on point and I had to make sure I was eating enough calories. That's really it. I mean, week 1 kicked off strong, hit the plan hard, ate a lot of food. Week 2, I was super busy with my family. I juggled long days of pickleball, workouts, and runs. The intensity of the workout plan was really picking up quick. Like, I was starting to feel it week 2. My body was tired, but I still showed up every single day and I was eating a ridiculous amount of calories. So about 4,000 calories every single day, which is roughly a 500 calorie surplus, maybe even a 700 calorie surplus. I was on track. Week 2, week 3, I was back home. I was locked in on my routine. I was balancing coaching my fitness classes and my own personal workouts. Now, I also picked up a chest freezer this week, which I was planning on converting into a cold plunge. I had discovered the benefits of cold plunging back in 2023 when I was training for my first marathons. I've always wanted to have an at-home setup. Now, the next couple weeks, weeks 4 and 5 really flew by. I was super locked in and I even had a little bit of fun with some extra fitness challenges. So I tried the Murph workout challenge. It was absolutely brutal. Pull-ups were definitely the worst for me and the most challenging part, but I pushed through and I still finished under an hour for the Murph challenge. I also participated in the Orange Theory Dry Try, which is like a triathlon event. They call it the Dry Try because there's no swimming. It reminded me of kind of like CrossFit or even High Rocks, but not quite as intense, but it definitely had me absolutely beat, had me dead. It was super fun to compete in that. At this point, I was halfway through the challenge and I had been almost on track. So I was a little bit behind track. I weighed in week 5 at 174.6. So 5 weeks had passed and I had gained a little bit more than 4.5 pounds. Since I was behind at the halfway point, if I didn't adjust my strategy, I probably wasn't gonna be able to make it happen. So going into week 6, I decided to tweak my strategy. I cut down to just 4 workouts a week and 3 runs. So I was no longer taking any rest days, but I wasn't doing 2-a-day workouts where I was running and lifting in the same day. At this point, week 6, I had fully converted the chest freezer. So it's now a fully functioning at-home cold plunge, which was an absolute game changer for my recovery, for my performance. This allowed me to really increase the intensity of my workouts. During weeks 7 and 8, I really pushed hard in the gym. I was increasing my miles. With this new adjusted strategy as well as the cold plunge, sticking to the plan, eating enough calories, I weighed in at 177. So 7 weeks, 7 pounds of muscle gain. I was absolutely stoked. Going into week 9 and 10, things kind of got off track a little bit. I had set out for a new goal of running 22 miles on my 22nd birthday. This added running goal on my mind. I kind of slacked on my lifting a little bit. I even sacrificed a little bit of my meals in order to get these super long runs in, these 2 to 3 hour training runs to be able to run 22 miles. I was starting to fall off just a little bit. I knew it, I could tell. I wasn't eating as much. I felt a little bit leaner. Although I was able to run the 22 miles on my 22nd birthday, it was absolutely brutal. If you haven't seen that video yet, please go give it a watch. It actually took longer than my marathon back in 2023. The next day, I ended up signing a lease on a new apartment here in Tampa which is the apartment I'm sitting in right now. Over the course of the past month, everything has changed. New city, new job, new everything. I never got around to weighing in on week 10. So after all of that hard work and discipline, I guess I'll never know if I made the 10 pounds in 10 weeks. But what I do know is I learned a ton in the process. I want to fill you in on everything that I've learned about gaining weight, especially as a hybrid athlete, or just gaining weight in general. Obviously, two things need to be a staple. You need to have a solid workout plan, and you need to have a solid nutrition plan. I still truly believe that you can gain 10 pounds in 10 weeks, but it's probably not sustainable and it probably won't last. The only exception is if you're absolutely new to the gym and you've never been consistent, you've never eaten super clean, you might be able to see those exponential results right away and then slowly progress from there. But the main point I want to get across is in your fitness journey, the longer you commit to the process, the less drastic the results are going to be, right? Every gym bro knows when you get in the gym, your first 4 to 6 months, you're going to see crazy results. You're going to gain 10, 20 pounds of muscle. You're going to lose 10, 20 pounds of fat. Whatever it is for you, you're going to see those crazy results if you stick to a plan on the workout side and the nutrition side. After a year, 2 years, 3 years of consistent work in the gym, the results are a lot less drastic, right? You have to stay disciplined to be able to stay motivated. At this point in my journey, working out for about 5-6 years now, probably 4 years extremely consistent, especially with my nutrition, if I can gain strength and maintain an increase of about 5 to 10 pounds of muscle throughout the course of a year, that's an absolute win. Training extremely hard, 2-a-days, every single day, crazy long workouts can be extremely beneficial for your mental and your physical health. But in the long term, you have to ask yourself, what is sustainable? If I was out there watching this video or searching for a way to, change my body, change my life, change my lifestyle, this is what I would do to gain weight or even cut weight if you need to. I would do a full body workout program 3 to 4 days a week for 30 to 45 minutes. I would also do 1 to 2 runs or outdoor activity for 30 to 45 minutes. So for me, I like to run. I also like to play pickleball, maybe rock climbing, right? Basketball, tennis, whatever it is, go throw the football, frisbee. You need 4 days in the gym, 30 to 45 minutes, 2 days focusing on cardio or outdoor activities for 30 to 45 minutes, right? You don't need crazy 2-hour bodybuilding workouts. You don't need to go 6 days a week. You don't need to become vegan. You don't need to become carnivore. You don't need anything extreme or crazy, right? You need a couple days in the gym, a couple days with some cardio training, and now you pair that up with 80% nutritious, dense, home-cooked meals. I'm talking single ingredient foods, no nonsense. There's pretty much no way that you wouldn't look like a Greek god in 4 to 6 months. I'm telling you right now. 4 to 6 months, you're locked in on your workouts and your diet, you're gonna look unrecognizable or in the best shape of your life. Now, there's a huge difference between someone that is just lazy and doesn't put in the work because it's not sustainable, and someone that works their ass off as effectively as possible and doesn't overtrain, right? We wanna be in this area over here. We wanna be extremely intentional in increasing our intensity, but we don't wanna overtrain. Now, at the end of the day, I don't really care how much weight I can lift. I don't care how much I weigh. I don't even care how many miles that I could run. At the end of the day, it's all about being the best version of myself and being the healthiest version of myself. If I can be the best version of myself and the healthiest version of myself, I can show up in my career, I can show up for my family, I can show up for my friends, right? It's not about a workout plan or a diet plan, it's about a lifestyle, right? We need to find a sustainable, healthy lifestyle that works for us. So if you want help on your fitness journey, go ahead and check out the links in the description, or just DM me on Instagram at Evan__Zimmer. I'd love to help you out. And with that, get out there, go confront life head on.